Boxing fans, this is Kenneth, SBN Boxing. You can visit us on the web at www.sbnboxing.com. Let's speak boxing. Boxing right now, boxing is looking really good. Big mega fight took place. Floyd Mayweather Jr. came out victorious against Canelo Alvarez. Saul Alvarez. Now you got some other fights happening. Delvin Rodriguez is going to take on Miguel Cotto. I'm going to that fight. You got Juan Marquez is going to take on Timothy Bradley. Promnikov is going to go ahead and take on Alvarado. And then you have Manny Pacquiao versus Brandon Rios. There's good fights. I want to see what Amir Khan's going to take on. Amir Khan probably against Devin Alexander. That's going to be a great fight. Austin Trout set to go ahead and fight someone. I'm not sure who he's going to fight. Rigondeaux, he's going to fight sometime in December. He signed a contract with HBO, I believe, and, you know, this guy didn't want none of it, you know. Nonito Donaire just, you know, Rigondeaux went ahead and said, you know what, I'll go ahead and rematch him, but Nonito Donaire just didn't. He just decided not to go ahead and take that fight. You know why. But anyways, let's go ahead and speak boxing. You know, there's so many fights that's going on, you know, while I'm driving right now, driving for work. There's a lot of stuff that I can touch bases on, you know, like Manny Pacquiao, okay? Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao versus Brandon Rios. I seen Brandon Rios, congratulations. You got Ariza as your trainer. You know, who's Alex Ariza? Alex Ariza was the guy, the trainer that everyone wanted when he was in the Manny Pacquiao, Freddie Roach camp. And a lot of people give credit to Alex Ariza because why? Because he prepared Manny Pacquiao for them dominating performances that he had against Ricky Hatton. He was there in the corner when he annihilated Margarito, Delahoya. They found like he was the reason why he completely dominated. Why? Because his strength and conditioning coach, Alex Ariza, is the fucking man. Alex Ariza went through ups and downs and stuff. But anyways, long story short, Brandon Rios is with Alex Ariza. Look, how do I feel about that? Just like I felt about the Canelo Alvarez situation. Look, Brandon Rios, not take anything away from Brandon Rios. Brandon Rios is a hell of a fighter. I like Brandon Rios. I think it should have been a rubber band match as far as Brandon Rios versus Alvarado again. But Bob Arum's a fucking joke, and he didn't make that happen. All right, I thought that third fight should have happened. So he puts him in the ring against Manny Pacquiao. I don't care if Alex Ariza is, I don't care who you're training, bro. At the 147, you have to come up and weight Brandon Rios. I'm sorry, you're a great fighter, but you're going to get completely fucking outboxed and annihilated. Boxing fans, it's just my opinion. I'm entitled to my own opinion. Let me tell you, Brandon Rios is a good fighter. He's a good slugger. He hits hard. I can care less that Manny Pacquiao got knocked out by Juan Marquez. I understand that. I understand they fought 4 times. And Manny Pacquiao, the only fighter that gives Manny Pacquiao Costales makes fights is Juan Marquez. Juan Marquez is not fucking Brandon Rios, okay? All right, take Juan Marquez out the equation. Who has fucked with Manny Pacquiao besides Juan Marquez? Don't even talk about Timothy Bradley, because if you watch that fight, Timothy Bradley versus Manny Pacquiao completely dominated Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley got on his broken bike, broken foot, and ran. He got his ass beat. If you're a CJ Ross lover and you felt like CJ Ross and that other judge, fucking if I know, I can't. I fucking forgot. Anyways, if you've seen it in their eyes just like them, then I'm sorry, you don't know boxing. Manny Pacquiao completely annihilated Timothy Bradley. But besides that, besides Marquez, Pacquiao has dominated anybody. And I tell you, mark my word for this one. Pacquiao, knockout or no knockout by Marquez, he's going to completely put on a clinic and completely dominate Brandon Rios. My excitement is after this fight, what's next? What's next? There's a lot of fights out there. Miguel Cotto, I'm going to go catch that fight in Amway in Orlando. Miguel Cotto looks really, really good against Freddie Roach. I think it's going to be a late round stoppage. I think Miguel Cotto's going to KO him. A late round stoppage. I don't see Delvin Rodriguez doing any kind of damage or hurting Miguel Cotto. I've seen the footage as far as training with Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach, not to take anything away from Pedro Diaz, but Freddie Roach, he looks good, man. Hitting the mitts, got his hook back, looking strong, looking sharp. He's at his weight limit right now. He's ready to go. If the fight was tomorrow, Miguel Cotto is ready to go. But after this fight, after the Cotto fight, I want to see what's going on. I want to see Cotto versus Canelo Alvarez. I see Canelo Alvarez against Miguel Cotto. That's going to be a hell of a fight. That fight should have took place, but Austin Trout beat Cotto. But I would love to see Canelo Alvarez coming off a loss against Floyd Mayweather Jr. Cotto winning, and I see Cotto versus Canelo. That'll be a good fight. But if you look at the research in the last videos, because styles do make fights, I'm going with Cotto on this one, man. Canelo's a hell of a fighter. He's quick. He's young. I know Cotto has back-to-back losses and stuff like that, but I just think Cotto's style. I think Cotto will. I think Cotto will. Even though Austin Trout beat Miguel Cotto, I understand that Canelo beat Austin Trout. I understand that. I get that. See, a lot of the boxing fans and a lot of the feedback that I get, you guys make it so like it's mathematician, 2 + 2 = 4. No fucking shit. It's not like that when it comes to, you know, styles and different fighters. You know, I just think that logically, if you sit there and you think logically, you would say, okay, Canelo Alvarez beat Austin Trout beat Miguel Cotto, so what the fuck are you talking about, Kenny? Canelo Alvarez would completely dominate Cotto. Logically, but I think styles make fights. Styles make fights. Cotto's going to beat Del Rodriguez. Cotto's going to get in the ring with Canelo Alvarez. Hopefully that happens. And Canelo Alvarez is in some fucking problems. Because he's not going to put on the same performance that Mayweather did against Cotto. I think Cotto's going to come out victorious on that one. So I think Canelo, that'll be a good-ass fight. Proudnikov versus... that's going to be a good-ass fight. Proudnikov... I got Proudnikov winning. Proudnikov is going to take on... Fuck. I just got a brain fart. Who the hell is Proudnikov fighting? Not Timothy Bradley. Alvarado. Okay. Proudnikov is going to take on Mike Alvarado. You know, a lot of people... Mike Alvarado came out victorious against Brandon Rios. A lot of people are saying that... think, you know, the odds are in Alvarado's favors. Even the boxing specialists, boxing analysts, everyone, you know, ESPN, doesn't matter. They're saying that Alvarado's going to win that. I'm gonna agree to disagree on that one. I'm gonna go with Proudnikov on this one. Amir Khan versus Devin Alexander. I'm going with Amir Khan. If that fight ever happens, and I would love to see Amir Khan versus Danny Garcia, the rematch. I would love to see that. Marcus Maidana versus fucking this guy. I'm not sure if that fight's gonna happen, but that'll be a good ass fight. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it or anything like that. But Adrien Broner's gonna go ahead and take on Marcus Maidana. I want to see that fight. I'm not even gonna give a fight prediction on that one because Marcus Maidana looked great against Jose De Lopez, and Marcus Maidana is definitely not no fucking Paulie Malignaggi. So on that one, that's probably the only fight that I'm not going to give a fight prediction because that right there is a 50-50 coin toss. I know Adrien Broner is a badass motherfucker, but Adrien Broner, his worth ethics and what, you know, him going on tour and stuff like that, he cannot take Marcus Maidana lightly. So that's the only fight that I'm just going to be a boxing fan, sit back, and I'm not even going to give a boxing prediction. That fight is 50-50, and Marcus Maidana can end Adrien Broner's night quick. Can Adrien Broner knock out Marcus Maidana? Absolutely, but at that, if it was at a lighter weight, but at 147, that's going to be pretty tough, you know. But it's, you know, you just never know. You know, coming into the Adrien Broner at that 147, Paulie Malignaggi, that's the first time he went up 2 weight classes. So coming into the second fight, I'm better. You know, he's going to be a little bit more comfortable at that weight. He probably his power go up a little bit more, just like Juan Marquez and just like Pacquiao. The more and more they fight at the 147, it's not like when Marquez fought Mayweather. You know, he was a little, you know, he didn't know how to train, he didn't know how to carry the weight, he didn't have too much power. But now, right now, 147, Marquez is a bad motherfucker. He has that weight. But anyways, Kenneth, this is Kenneth at SBN Boxing. You can visit us on the web at www.sbnboxing.com. I will be attending that Cotto fight. I'm not hearing too much as far as the Canelo fans anymore. Who's Mayweather going to go ahead and fight? I have no idea. Mayweather, like I said, I disagree with everyone on that. If Mayweather steps in the ring with Sergio Martinez, Mayweather's not gonna. He's not that stupid. He's a smart businessman. Put it that way. That fight's never gonna happen. He's not gonna step in the ring with Sergio Martinez whatsoever. I think he's gonna take on the winner of Timothy Bradley versus Juan Marquez. That fight right there, I got Timothy Bradley. I understand that, like, I'm getting a little annoyed, you know, because a lot of people just like 2 + 2, you know, like mathematics. That's the shit that I get annoyed when people watch boxing. I understand that Marquez knocked out Pacquiao, so does that mean that he's going to knock out Timothy Bradley? Proudnikov gave Timothy Bradley some problems, but Proudnikov is not Marquez. Marquez is not Proudnikov. It's completely two different types of styles, two different types of fighting styles. I think Timothy Bradley's going to beat Marquez. I hate to say it. I think Timothy Bradley's going to beat Marquez, and if that happens, Mayweather's going to go ahead and take on Timothy Bradley, and Mayweather's going to beat Timothy Bradley. That's the way I see it. I just want to see Amir Khan. I want to see if Amir Khan's going to go down in weight and take on a Danny Garcia, or if Amir Khan comes out victorious, he goes ahead and take on Mayweather. Like I said, I think Manny Pacquiao's going to fight Mayweather. I think Timothy Bradley's going to fight Mayweather. I think Amir Khan is going to fight Mayweather. And I don't know the fourth fighter. I couldn't even tell you. Maybe he'll give a Danny Garcia or somebody a fucking shot. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think. This is Kenneth SB Unboxing. Friend, subscribe. Have a good one.